I'm kind of sick of my industry. I think it blows and sucks. And I'm ready to just say it like that. Like something needs to change. Like people should have a really good time buying the American dream. I mean, it's the number one wealth accumulator in America. Hey, we're mortgage punk, like we're punking the mortgage industry.
Welcome to the Real Estate Pros Show, where we interview real estate investing professionals from coast to coast, as well as the service providers that serve the real estate investing industry. Our goal is simple: share what's working now to help you improve and scale your business to the next level and meet the pros that can help you get there. Real Estate Pros is powered by Investor Fuel, America's leader in helping real estate investors and professionals build the business you need to live the life you've always dreamed of. Let's start today's show. Property insurance for real estate investors doesn't have to be difficult, but it does need to be there to protect you when you need it. MyInvestorInsurance.com not only provides insurance at 15 to 30% cheaper than traditional agencies, it's built specifically for real estate investors like you. You can set up an account in about 2 minutes, get quotes on properties, turn on and turn off insurance for your fix and flip or rental properties in around 2 minutes without having to talk to anyone directly, all through our portal. There's no better way or faster way to make sure you've got the coverage you need to protect you, and no more lengthy policies either. Once you're set up, you're billed monthly and prorated by the day for however long your policy is active. It's powered by MSI, the third largest independent MGA, with 1.5 million customers and more than $1 billion in cumulative premiums written. Get set up today in about 2 minutes at myinvestorinsurance.com/fuel.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Investor Fuel podcast. I am your host, Q Edmonds, and I am excited. I am excited today because I have someone here who's been in the business for a long time. I mean, he has a lot of different kind of things on his belt. He's been in banking, new construction, investing. Right now, he cuts his teeth being an investor and a lender. Listen, I am so excited. And I should have asked you about your last name before I came on, but I'm going to take a stab at it. Mr. Chris Waipa. How did I do?
60%.
60%. Okay. Give us your last name, Mr. Chris.
It's Waipa. Waipa from Hawaii. Well, I'm not from Hawaii. My dad's from Hawaii. So I'm a Kansas boy with a Hawaiian last name. So
absolutely. I apologize. I always say I like to put respect on people's names. So, man, please forgive me, Mr. Chris. But listen, man.
Hey, at least you were bold enough to try it. So
absolutely.
I wouldn't even try it, man. I would have said just what's your last name, dude. Like I'll get it wrong, probably.
Absolutely, man. But thank you for your grace, man. I appreciate it. And listen, I know our listeners are going to take away, something from your approach to where you do business, your insight. And so, listen, man, I just want to dive right in, man. You know, of course, people may not be familiar with you, familiar with your world and what you do. So just give us a short version of what it is your main focus is these days. And also tell me what markets you're operating in.
Sure. And before I start or answer that question, did you introduce yourself as Q? Is that what I call you? Did I call you Q?
You can call me Quincy. You can call me Q. I just try to keep it as memorable as possible. So Q, I think everybody can get along with, right? So it's all up to you, Mr. Chris. Yes, sir.
So you want me to give you a 2-minute bio? Is that what you're asking for?
Listen, man, I'll ask the question however way you want to respond to it. It is up to you. I want people to get to know you and what you do, man.
So I'm in the Wichita, Kansas market. So kind of right smack dab in the middle of the country. And I've been in banking now, mortgage banking, for 23 years. But it's not the career that I chose. So I am a kid that grew up without a lot of money around me. We grew up just pretty average, probably lower middle class-ish, I guess. So I'm I'm an 80s kid, like hardcore 80s. Like if you show me you're wearing 80s stuff, I'll get all fired up. And so I make a lot of 80s references. So because of that, I was a BMX kid. I was kind of the skater boy, BMX, sort of on the outskirts of all the popular kids. Everybody seemed to kind of like me, but
Stop living on an island and join the #1 mastermind in America for professional real estate investors. Investor Fuel is a community of hundreds of the nation's top investors working together to build stronger businesses and better lives. In addition to the amazing community of real estate investors acting as a board of advisors for one another, Investor Fuel members have access to 100% funding on purchase and repairs for our members only, a health insurance program, and benefits and discounts that more than pays for the membership of most of our members, meaning it's actually costing you money to not be a member of Investor Fuel. If you're looking to scale your business and build a business that allows you to live the life of your dreams, please visit investorfuel.com today and book a call with our team.
then I was never really had really super tight, close relationships. I had kind of a crazy, semi-messy upbringing to a degree. So, I kind of focused on my bike and like, I don't know how old you are, Quentin, but like in the 80s and the 90s, like if you have a BMX bike, like what else are you going to do? Like there's no gaming system or nothing. You go find something to entertain yourself with. So anyhow, I found that in like rock music, punk rock music, BMX bikes, skater, although I probably leaned more towards the BMX side of things. And then in my younger years, after I graduated from high school, I met my wife of 27 years now. We've been married with 4 kids. And when her and I were super young, we were in a rock band. And so throughout the late 90s, that's what I had my focus on. And if you'd have told me back then that the rock band was going to blow up in my face and I was going to become a banker that wears a suit around an office, like I might have jumped off a cliff, or I would have just denied all of your claims and lived in, just utter disbelief. So anyhow, so I had to pick up a job after this train wreck of a band that we had with a really good following, a really strong following, and believe it or not, Quentin, to this day, all of our band members are professional musicians. Like they play with major recording artists. They're on salary, they tour, or they're now starting to slow down and not tour anymore. So, man, I'm the only dude that went into banking and real estate, and I didn't even want to do it. Like, I felt like Happy Gilmore. Like, I just want to play hockey. I just want to play my guitar. I don't care if I can do mortgages. Okay, I just want to. I don't care. So that's my story. So I've been at the banking industry, the mortgage industry specifically, for 23 years. And that's that's what I'm laser focused on: mortgages, mortgages, mortgages. So that's a little bit about me. I
Man,
don't know if that's the answer you're looking for, but so yeah.
listen, we will definitely go with that answer. I'm an 80s baby. I was born in the 80s. I begged my father for a BMX bike. Begged him for a BMX bike. You know what my father did? Now, I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. I don't know if you guys know anything about Baltimore, Maryland. Like you said, you grew up rough. I grew up rough. Baltimore is rough. My
Yeah.
dad
Yeah.
got me a girl bike and flipped the handlebars upside down. So it was a 10 speed and he flipped the handlebars upside down. Man, when I tell you I had to fight for my life.
Dude, that's hilarious, man. Did he, did he
So
at least did he at least put pegs on it for you?
no man. No man. Then he got mad at me when I didn't want to ride it. It was a total debacle, man. It was a total debacle, man. I was begging somebody to steal that bike. Like, please just steal it. My bike wasn't even worthy to steal, man. This is crazy, man. So
That's
no.
hilarious.
So I get you, man. I understand what you mean, man. But I'm so glad you was able to get through those waters, man. Be to where you are, right? 27 years. I think you said what? Four kids, man.
4 kids from
Man,
18-year-old daughter and then 3 boys, 13-year-old, 19-year-old, and a 4-year-old boy. So
absolutely,
they're
man.
all across the spectrum, and I'm just
Yeah.
going to be an old dad. That's what's going to
Listen,
be happening with me.
I hear you, man. And listen, I mean, you taught some stuff to my heart. I thought I would be songwriting for the rest of my life. I wrote some songs for stage plays. I thought I would be.
If you're looking for consistent, high-quality leads, look no further than Investor Machine. Investor Machine isn't just another agency, it's the most sophisticated, data-driven lead generation company on the planet for real estate investors, and serves the role of being not just a lead generator for your business, but a marketing partner that is helping you achieve your goals along the way. Go to investormachine.com to learn more and schedule a call with our team today.
Huge, man. And here we are, Chris. We're talking to each other today, man. So I hear you, man. So listen, man, you got a lot going on, man. You got a wonderful family. You in business. I know things are not always easy in this climate. So what keeps you motivated? What keeps you running smoothly, man?
Well, I would say two things have happened over the past 3 years that really have helped inspire me and keep me moving through, the daily grind. So number one is I got into a coaching program about 3 years ago, and it's a business coaching program specifically for lending. And that has significantly changed my operation from just a solo loan officer doing some mortgage loans to building a branch and a brand and a team and a process to deliver just exceptional service in the mortgage industry, because it has a big problem in that area. So that's number one, I would say, is my coaching. So I was never a big believer. Now I'm like, okay, Michael Jordan had a coach. If the best of the best of the best need a coach, well, I'm a believer now. Get a coach if you want to go to another level, anyway, and compete at the top. So, which that's kind of who I am. So that's one thing that's changed significantly in my business. The second thing would be my brand. Um, right about the same time, so about 3 years ago, I got with a marketing and branding company, and I said, "Look, like I'm kind of sick of my industry. I think it blows and sucks, and I'm ready to just say it like that. Like something needs to change. Like people should have a really good time buying the American dream. I mean, it's the number one wealth accumulator in America, just amongst average individuals, buying homes. And so I got with this branding company and I said, hey, I don't quite know what I want to do. I know that everything's going online and I don't want to be left behind. So help me get there. And then I want to do something to disrupt my industry. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, I want to spend the rest of my career like disrupting the system and figuring out a way to make this better for people and serve people better, like take super good care of them when they're going through the process of getting financing. And so anyhow, we just through probably about a 6 to 8 month period of bouncing ideas back and forth and meeting up and for brainstorming sessions, I ended up hiring this kid that was fresh out of college. Like he had long hair, chains hanging down his jeans. He came into my business networking group. He was super quiet. Like you could tell he was a total introvert. And I was just like, man, I love this kid. I don't even know anything about him. Don't care. I just was kind of watching him. And so he stood up in front of our business group and he said, hey, here's my name. Just graduated from business school, and I got my degree in marketing and graphic design. And I brought my little notebook. So he had a little spiral notebook, Quentin. And he's like, if you want to see some of my artwork, yeah, I got my spiral notebook here. And instantly in my head, I was like, okay, I'm going to hire this kid walking out the door. I don't even need to see your notebook. I don't care what your art looks like. Like I'm hiring you to do something very different. And it was that decision that led to my brand launch, which was not something that we tried to do because normally when you're a loan officer for a bank, in which I'm a branch manager and a licensed loan officer for a bank called Neighborhood Loans, which is a nationwide mortgage bank. Normally, mortgage banks don't let, I don't know if they don't let loan officers like sub brand themselves.
If you're a new or newer real estate investor looking to launch or grow your real estate investing business, please check out Investor Fuel Club. It's a coaching community, but unlike anything you've ever seen before. And you can actually partner with members of our mastermind from coast to coast on deals right in your market. There's no better opportunity to build a consistent business than to literally partner with pros to help you avoid costly mistakes, avoid the need for capital to do deals, and help you eliminate your fears as you're starting your business. Learn more about Investor Fuel Club at investorfuel.com/club.
But it's definitely not a practice in my industry. And so this kid that we hired to do graphic design was in a meeting with us one day, and he's like, so Chris, I'm trying to figure out a way to make things look like, I'm going to create an image for you, and I'm going to make it look something like mortgage and punk. And
Uh-uh.
as soon as he said that, man, I was like, oh, dude, like that's the most brilliant freaking name you could ever have come up with. I could have never come up with that. I would never have put those two words into the same category together. And so I was on a, just this high horse, and I thought, okay, is this just me because I'm a punk rock kid and I love this, or can this actually work in the finance industry? And so we finally decided to take it to my bank and take it to some, um, uh, respectable and high level realtor producers in our market. And we just got tons of positive feedback like, oh, Chris, that's totally you, man. You should absolutely do something like that. So 3 years ago, we launched this brand called Mortgage Punk. And the goal is to punk my own industry to get better.
I love it, man. Listen, I'm gonna give you a little moniker. You let me know if this sticks. I think you guys should make the mortgage process suck less in the whole industry. I came up with that myself, Chris. You can have that, man. I think no, I'm just playing everybody. Like you heard this guy. They're gonna punk the industry. There you go. How you
Suck
get that on that?
less mortgage process.
You get that on there so fast, Chris. I just gave it to you, man. Look at that. I love it,
So
man. I love it. You right, man. I don't think a lot of us would think about mortgage and punk being in the same kind of sentence together, but it's brilliant, man. And so listen, before we got on, I told you there may be a little portion where you could tell me maybe a little story about maybe some hard stories, right? Because of course, things get real. There's moments when things go sideways, when you got to pivot fast. And so,
still
man, I
business,
don't know.
right?
There you go. Absolutely. Is there a story like that maybe you can share with us, man? A moment where you had to pivot fast?
Related to the brand or in my career?
Man, listen, related to the brand, related to your career, because I think a lot of our listeners, I don't know where they are in their journey, but there are times when they reach opposition, right? And sometimes we talk about the success, but we also need to talk about the journey and the rough times. And so I was just wondering if there's any story within your career, within your processing, that you maybe had to pivot fast or you had to, kind of hit up against a real moment where you had to face some adversity.
Yep. Well, definitely, we face it probably daily. I would say probably the most recent mountain we've had to climb and hurdle we've had to jump would be with our. So I do mortgage loans for residential properties, one up to 10 unit. So mainly 1 to 4, but we've got one going right now that's I think is a 6 or an 8 unit investment property. And so we've gotten really big into the DSCR space. I've been doing those loans since 2016, and I also have a hard money fund with another business partner of mine. So we do a lot of hard money lending locally. That's the most suckless mortgage ever, Quentin. We close in like 5 days. That's it. We just make a decision, no appraisal, no credit, nothing. Just the numbers are there, great, and we'll fund the loan. So, but I do every type of mortgage for home buyers, buying their first home, to repeat buyers, move down buyers. I've got FHA loans, conventional, VA, rural development, no money down programs. I've got the whole menu. of mortgage products. And then I've got all the way into the investment space as far as DSCR, hard money fund. Like we've got everything in residential real estate. And so DSCR is a newer product in the industry, and it's got a lot of buzz and excitement going, but a lot of banks don't know how to navigate those loans, and they're really rough and they take a long time to close. And we've just gone through a series of DSCR closings that have been really hard. And what's been really the most, I guess, discouraging aspect of it is because it's so against my mortgage punk brand. Like if you do a regular loan with me, like if you're buying your own house and we're doing a Fannie Mae conventional loan, we will perform at a 5-star, white glove level. And those loans close on time, every time, smooth, they're airtight, and we just have fun and we take super good care of people. But lately, with our DSCR channels, I've really uh, have been challenged with just some really good relationships that I've got and people that I love, and I just feel like we haven't been able to perform, uh, you know, behind our brand. And
Yeah.
so, thankfully, we're on the other side of that, and we can all see the sun start to shine. And through that adversity, we've figured out how to really crank down and master these DSCR loans. So I have a really bright outlook on the next 6 months in our DSCR business because we get a lot of DSCR calls every day. It's just a huge, I don't know if you're familiar with the product, but it's just a 30-year fixed mortgage that does not require income or employment. So you could be an investor that owns 100 properties and you could buy another 100 with DSCR loans, and you don't need any tax returns. You don't need a job. You don't need any income. So they're very attractive to investors. So I'd say that's probably the most recent, not being able to stand up behind a brand that's very loud, like, hey, we're mortgage punk, like we're punking the mortgage industry because it sucks so bad. And it's
Yeah.
about time that somebody, calls it for what it is and doesn't hide behind it and tries to do something about it. So, anyhow, that's just been a huge challenge. Anytime I can't
Absolutely.
stand behind caring about people, it really eats at me.
Yeah, I appreciate that. And you talked about caring for people. You talked about this kid who came into this meeting with the long hair, and he kind of changed the course of the brand. So a lot of people, they listening, they're either early in their journey or looking to level up, and I think they'll benefit from hearing this from you. When it comes to building relationships and growing your network, what has made the biggest difference for you, sir?
Getting to the point where I've been able to embrace, like really truly embrace, not just say it because it's the right thing to say and everyone knows it's the right answer, but like truly being able to embrace a giver's gain mentality and really being truly and genuinely interested in taking care of people and helping them grow in their business, whether or not anything comes back, to me from them. I just believe it all, what goes around comes around. I mean, it does. You just take good care of people, and it's just amazing how well that you end up doing in your business by doing that. So just having a real servant mentality, really wanting to help people. That's what my brand's all about. I'm like, hey, I'm on your side out here. You people that have gone through a mortgage train wreck, like I'm on your side, and my industry is the one to blame for all this stupidity. It just needs to change. There's other ways that the process can be done to take way better care of people and not tell them, the worst thing I hate, and I've had to do it, you know. Uh, Many times throughout my 23 year career, but the worst thing in the world for me is to tell someone you're approved for this or even pre-approved. No one understands what everyone takes pre-approved, Quentin, as approved. I,
Yeah,
you can explain it all day long. The bank says you're
yeah,
pre-approved. Most people register that as great, I'm good to go. Well, no, you're really never good to go. Unfortunately, that's how home loans work. But I hate telling people that and then having their expectations, you know, uh, wrecked.
Yeah.
That's the worst feeling in the world to me. So serving people is, and that's how I approach networking. You know, I belong to a BNI chapter. I've been in for 9 years. It's an exceptional chapter. Has some really just incredible high level professionals, and then I belong to some real estate investment networks. And I just try to help people. You know, I don't care whether they're doing a loan with me. Like, if I can help you, that's it. That's the name of the game. If everybody would just do that, I think we'd have a pretty pretty good world uh, of business. Don't you think? Does that answer the
Absolutely, man.
question?
No, yes,
That
sir.
okay.
Absolutely. No, I definitely agree. I definitely agree with the service heart, serving people. There's a proverb I like to live by that says, if you refresh others, you in return will be refreshed.
There you
And
go.
so I hear you, man. So listen, before we wrap, if someone wanted to reach out to you, connect with you, maybe collaborate with you, learn more about what you're doing, what's the
Yeah.
best way that they can reach out to you, man?
Well, if you want to reach out to me on social media, I promise you, I'm the only mortgage punk in America. Period. That's number one. So just go to @mortgagepunk on any social platform, and we're on it. Or you can reach out to me at area code 316-776-4125. You can call me there. You can shoot me a text. If I can't answer it, my team might reach back out to you and set up an appointment or something like that. So, but yeah, that's how you would get a hold of me. Pretty easy.
There he is, y'all. I appreciate you, Mr. Chris. I appreciate your story, your perspective. I just appreciate what you're doing, man, in this space. I appreciate your service heart. It was a pleasure having you here today, man.
Yep. Anything else you want me to leave with or lead out with at all?
No, man, you nailed it, man. You nailed it. You told people where to get in contact with you. So I just again just thank you for being here, man, and just shining a light on what you do.
Awesome.
So listen,
Appreciate you having me.
appreciate you, man. Absolutely. So listen, for everyone tuning in, if you found value in this conversation, please make sure you are subscribed. You do not want to miss out on the conversations that we have coming next. And so again, thank you, Mr. Chris, and everyone, thank you for listening in. We'll see you next time.
Thanks. See ya. Thanks, Quentin. Appreciate it.
Thanks for joining us for today's Real Estate Pros Show. You can learn more about the amazing benefits of the Investor Fuel Mastermind community, including surrounding yourself with hundreds of other rock stars, 100% financing for your deals, and members-only discounts from vendors you're likely already using that, as a member of Investor Fuel, will save you more than the cost of your membership. Visit investorfuel.com to learn more. If you're interested in joining us as a guest of this show, please visit investorfuel.com/pros to apply. You can also check the show notes for access to free resources, how to get access to world-class lead generation, and much more. Don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another episode. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next show.